Hey basket makers, how y'all doing today? Okie dokie. So here in this video is the next top 5 of 10 of the concepts that I have already showed you for the Dollar Tree inexpensive gifts. When you see top 5, this is part 2. It's always going to be 5, 5, 5, 5, which is 20 concepts times 6. And that's how you get your 120 inexpensive gifts. Then I do 20 more, which is for men only, more geared to men. And I try to get those, but those are not necessarily strictly Dollar Tree. Well, it can be, because I mean, you know, they got Axe, they got what's the name. So I try to make sure I get maybe a part 5, and that'll be that last 20. Okay, so or 6 times 24. So let's get started. So I have already prepped my 10. These are at Dollar Tree now. Remember, I do them in Dollar Tree seasonal containers, so then that way they can truly, you know, bring the holiday spirit to my space. In this video, this is a bubble bath. I'm going to do the heart eye mask with that. And I'm going to do a tea light. Okay? Real easy, real simple. I'm going to tea lights like that. You want to lock them in with a piece of tape. Sorry, y'all, for that background noise. They out there mowing the yard. Okay? So, not my yard, my neighbor yard. I put a little piece of tape on the back so that keeps it inside. So when I secure it down. So first thing first is I just anchor in. I try to go in the middle because these bubble baths from Dollar Tree are very weighty. And I'm just gonna stick that in the front. And I'm tilting that a little. Then I'm gonna take the eye mask. And sometimes if the back part is too loose and start dropping and stuff, I take a little tape and lock it in so it's not moving around. And then all I'm gonna do is lock it in like that. And there you go. Okay, that is gift number 1 of 5, bubble bath, tea light, eye mask. Got it? And all I did was I just swerved it in the front because, you know, the hearts come in like that V formation, and did that, and then cupped it a little, and there you go. Done deal. Okay. That's one. All right. Next one is going to be, remember the infamous tea with the bumblebee cup? Well, I also had these in the XOXOs. I got these Dollar General, just a backstory. And what I ended up doing with them, or with that in particular, I changed it over to a T, and the XOXOs I'm going to use with the heart. And then I just matched it up with the 10 to say XOXO to kind of create symmetry with it. Now, I'm going to add a piece of red thread to this. And you don't need the whole piece. I use a half with these small with the small tins. I use half of a sheet. And it really goes a long way. And all I'm going to do, same thing. I'm building my base. Okay. And it's okay, even though, to add other colors, especially with something that's red and white, you can add other colors to it. And I'm going to show you this one. This one was with the pink tin, and I did a purple in that. Same concept, just a different color bubble bath. So 4 is pink and 2 is purple. So, you know, everything don't have to be all pink. And you can put a different color in the tin. I do try to get it as close to color coordinated as possible. But anything like with red and white, just like a red and white you'll see in the next one, you can add any color inside. I add blue, green, purple, turquoise, it don't matter. You can add it. So, and then on the back, this is the one with the truck. They say, love you, XOXO. I'm going to take a piece of tape. Where's my tape? And I'm going to lock that in. And y'all, these are real simple, real easy. Like I say, I try to make these very 1, 2, 3. I do 3 most definitely. And then 4, you know. Depending on what it is, you know, if it need that 4th item to make it make sense. So we're going to take the coffee and I'm going to lock that down. And usually I use the thin tape, but some things like that, what's the name, is heavy. The coffee is not heavy, but the mug. I want to make sure that mug stay in there because you don't want that shifting around and coming out. I had a gift, you know, they're easy to break. Now, originally, and it still is, I just gotta go do exchange because this is very important. Any food item, always make sure your best by date is not expired. I didn't pay attention to this last night because I went ahead and decided, yes, I do a coffee syrup with it. And so, there you go. And so, that's how it will look. I will put a piece of cello behind it. And that's more than enough. You got your coffee, your syrup, and your mug. Now, if you want, you could put, like, the little heart and put some chocolates in there as well. But if anything, if I do something like that, what I do is I just tag it on to the, when I wrap it up, these from Dollar Tree come 4 in a pack. You can put little kisses in it, and then I can hang it off of the gift, which will add a little more Valentine to it. Give them a little chocolate to go with. Or if you want, you can do the peppermint stirring spoons, you know, the candy stirring spoons. Those most definitely I do at Christmas time, the peppermint and the chocolate. I do the chocolate with my hot chocolates, and then I do the peppermints with my coffee concepts. So there you go. Yes, it's a candy cane. I would have put a little love or hearts right here, but candy cane to me, because I like peppermint, I use it all year long in my coffee. So there you go, y'all. Another gift concept. And let me go ahead and take a piece of cello and put it behind there, so that way you can see what I will see at the end result. I haven't bagged them up. I do that after I get off camera. I do it off camera. That way it is, I can finish them all up and then bag them how I usually do them in an assembly line. But I would take that piece of cello and just stick it right behind there. I'm so glad my mother-in-law came down because she caught that day. Your girl was moving fast. So there you go. It fills that little space back there. So it looks like nice and full. Okay. There you go. All right. That's the coffee concept. Next one, we're going to do strawberry margarita. I'm only going to use, I think, we're only going to do one. Because it's like a, we'll see if we need the second one. But ones like this, sometimes I only do one because it's more like a self-serve, one person only type of thing. So we'll see. These are the bubble bath and lotions that come from Dollar Tree. And this is the little sponge. It comes in a 4-pack. Let me show you. And I stock up on these because I do a lot of minis and gifts too. So I love when they have the spring ones, the pastel, stock up, because baby, when you need them, they ain't never there. So when you see them, get them. But these is more like your winter, fall, winter look. So yeah, get you some of these. I use all 4 colors. But today we're going to use the turquoise. So let's go ahead and build this one. So I'm using a half a sheet of my tissue paper. All I'm doing is balling it basically up. I'm going to use blue and show you, blue as the base. So that way you can see when I was talking about, like, you can add any color to the interior, because I am going to be using blue body wash and lotion to go with this. So, got that in there. I'm going to use some shreds. That's the shreds. I'm going to use some of that. And you can do shreds 2 different ways. You can add it before, you can add it after. But I would always recommend that whatever color your shreds you're using is the same color tissue paper you should use. Because that way you don't have to use as much. Because they're going to see the shreds, but they're going to, that tissue is going to disguise that you're not using so much. And it makes your tissue go a long way. You want to be conscientious of how much product you're using. And all I'm doing is taking that tape and I'm locking that lid in. It's conscientious of how much you're using per gift, so you kind of created savings plans for yourself. So we're going to do the strawberry margarita. And I hadn't thought this one out. Okay. Shower gel. I'm going to put that sponge behind there and the lotion. So, no, we did not need both pieces. There we go, y'all. And before I lock it down, let's see what the end result. There you go. So all you needed was that 1 cup margarita, shower gel, body wash or bubble bath, lotion. You got your sponge in there and you got your cup. Let me see. There you go. And that is gift number 1, 2, 3. Let me go ahead and lock it down. And it helps on some gifts if you are only using like 1 cup, because it can get a little pricey. Having to use so many cups. So on these singles, when it's really for something you giving to somebody, it's really not a per se couples gift, Do I do them? I won't say I necessarily do couple gifts, but like some of those ones that have to bear the lotion and stuff like that and the box of chocolate in the side, I do put 2 in those. But for the mini gifts, we can make it mini, okay? So here is a great inexpensive margarita gift idea for someone. All right, let's go. Next one, number 4, it's going to be a candle. Now, I have already taped the pedestal and the candle together because it creates height. So it looks like more. It's going to be just a flower. And then it's going to be the candle snuffer. I have these in gold and I have these in silver. And I have some in black as well. So I use the candle snuffers with my Bath & Body Works concept that I do just like this with their 1-wick candles. And I use these same, this is a great filler and it doesn't look inexpensive. So it really, you get your bang for your buck. It's not a lot because, when you think of a candle and, a snuffer, that in itself is already pricey. So we are going to do pink. This one is going to be pink. Now, y'all know your girl don't have no pink shreds. So, I can do white. But sometimes when not sometimes, when I don't have the shred of color of choice, I do like a cello overlay. And that helps the tissue not be so dry looking. And it give it a little you know, so it don't look just like blah. So we're going to use half of that. And I think with these, I have some gold and I have some silver. But with all of these, because they are in pastels, I'm going to use silver with these. Because I just think that they will pop more. That silver would just look, I don't know. Maybe I do still 3 and 3, you know. But I'm thinking silver as the color. Because the ones that I'm going to do for the Bath and Body Works, they're going to have a black bottom. And so they are going to need those black ones. And then that gold pops really good with that. And a lady gave a great suggestion. Never thought about it, y'all, but a great suggestion when she said, if you don't have shreds of the color of choice, buy you some of the tissue and just shred it. Amazing. Never thought about that. And you are so right. That is a great thing to do. When I say great, great. So I am going to do that until I find me a vendor who can get pink bags. The person who I do get my shreds from, he is working on trying to secure that color back into you know, into his stock. So I'm waiting on that anxiously. But this is for, I think someone asked me about cello and said they don't have cello in that area. And I said, well, you can get the cello rolls like this one. Came from Hobby Lobby. And all I'm doing is I cut me off a piece. And then I'm going to do it in threes. So this is what I mean when I say do it in threes. And now I have 3 pieces of, I don't even know what the squares is, like 10 by 12 or 8 by 10s or, you know, whatever. But this is what I mean when I say, and then cut it in 3s. And then that way you have 3 pieces of cello. And these are the same cellos that you can use in, just like these, that you can use when you make the candy bouquets, okay? But I cut them also this small, so when I need them for like this, because this is how it looked before. And this is how it's gonna look after. Make a difference, okay? So now we're going to tape the back to it, so give it support. Okay, it's the gnomes, y'all. That one. And what I try to do is each of these tins, they're all the same for each concept. So that way I know in the gnomes is my candle. I know in the Be Mine is my daiquiri. I know in my XOXO is my coffee, and so on and so forth. Visually, I can track what I'm selling when I'm selling. Okay. So next, we're going to go ahead, sit that candle in there. And I'm going to almost put it in the middle. And this I am going to go ahead and lock down because a candle is very heavy. Again, some of these are heavy and they feel heavy when you pick them up. So that's why also when I was talking about in pricing, where some things you can adjust because weight matters. You know, weight make it feel like more than what it may be, if that make any sense. So Gonna set that right there. And I'm gonna bring it down. And I'm locking it in. So it is now locked in. Okay. What I'm looking for, y'all, is, where did I put that flour? Oh, the flour is gonna go to the front. So far like that. And then, like I said, the candle. I'm looking for the bag that got my what's name. This is another thing that, this is Dollar Tree too, y'all. The candle snuffer. When I cut off this little tab, I make sure candle snuffer name is still on it. And the reason being is, again, that's another item you don't have to explain, you know, what is that. It helps them to automatically understand what's in that bag. I'm just walking around here, y'all. Give me one moment. I'm trying to find the silver so you can see what the silver one look like. Because I did buy, okay, here go the silver. So, to me, the silver looks better. I mean, you could do gold, because we know, everybody know pink and gold go together. Okay? Pink and gold. Now, you could do two things. You can take it out the packaging and just do it like that. But remember what I said? This picture kind of show them what's going on. I'm going to kind of bend it a little so it's sitting like that. And then that way, it looks nice and full. There you go. Now, like I say, if you don't want that on there, you could cut it off. Like right here, I can see where. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. Just right here, like if I wanted to cut it, and I'm bending it a little so it sits in that groove, you could do that as well. And so it kind of sits behind that. So let's see how that looks. I would take that to that. And you could do it like that. Or you could take this out all the way and do it like this. You know, where it's leaning like that. And then that flower is right there. And that's how it would look. With this way, what happens is the back part again is feeling empty. So then what you could do is the same concept. I'm gonna lock that like that. And I'm gonna lock that like that. Okay. I like to put that in front. And then that same cello, we're gonna use it to fill the back of it. Now, like I said, when you pull out like that packaging, you will be explaining, because a lot of people don't even know, you know, that it is a, you know, a such thing. But you see how that helps fill the back. Sorry if that's too much light, but it helps fill in that gap. So you got your candle. You got your candle and your candle snuffer and a rose. you can go the next level. I have been, like, sometimes when I come across little plaques with sayings, I will sit that right there beside that because I have built that up high. Like, I have some of these, and I actually need to get rid of them, like these. And so you could take that all out and you can add that in, because all it is a plaque. There you go. See? Then you got your 3 pieces. There you go. You don't even have to add the flower now. The flower, you don't even need it. But I would put this cello back behind here, but it's not needed, but you could. So now, instead of me using the flower, not needing the flower, the cello works perfectly to fill that little space back behind there. XOXO. There you go. And I have several of these. So that's how we'll do it. All right. So that is gift number 4. And now we are on 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that all I had? Well, y'all, let me show you one more, because I thought I had 5 staged, but I got 4. But I do have some miscellaneous. I always do a pedicure, some kind of pedicure one. So this one is really simple. And these, I'm not even going to actually do these in 6, because this is all that I have left of this particular style of clean feet. So I'm just going to run with 4 on those. So I did the pedicure 5-piece set. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4-piece set. I have the slippers. They come in a 2-pack. And then I have the clean feet, which is like exfoliating clean feet thing. The bigger ones, when I do them, I actually do the foot salt, these slippers, the pedicure set. I have did them like that. But this year, I'm just gonna, I'm trying to use up like these boxes and stuff that I had from last year. Get some in them and move on out. So this would be number 5, pedicure foot set. Now, if you probably won't be able to find these. These come from Dollar Tree too. Dollar Tree and Dollar Tree. So everything that's in here is Dollar Tree, okay? But when I found these, it's been about a year ago. And it was a steal of a deal. It was. I bought, me and my girlfriend, we cleaned a shelf. We cleaned some shelves, okay? Now, this one, though, you might still be able to find. And it is the Healing Toe. And it's like a scrub and a lotion. And they come in yellow and green, okay? So I tried to match that with the little yellow. And this, again, is a box from last year. I looked up, y'all, and came across one. I needed one more for that bear gift that I needed to do. Yeah. But anyway, this one you might can come across. You just have to hunt for them. And then I did the same thing, the foot petty things. And then this one I did the pineapple scrub brush. Now, I will say that I am going to add some nail polish to this, because usually with the pedicure, I do add a nail polish. So I just got to pick just 4. Matter of fact, the LA Colors, I do 4. I thought I had some extra, and I might do. It's just a matter of, you know, going through all your bags and stuff and making sure that you absolutely trying to use everything for this season to try to move it on out. And it helps you in your pockets because you're not going out buying new. These core gifts, like I said, bubble bath, I usually have like 2 months, 2 holidays in advance. So I don't always have to go out and shop for, every concept. What ends up happening is if I come across something new, a cute little idea or concept or something, then I pick it up like that. But I keep like the first 5, all of that stuff is set up in one little tote, and it's on my shelf in the basement. And so when I'm ready to do a candle concept, it's there. When I'm ready to do, not the drinks, I buy those new at the time, but the other pieces is there. Coffee mugs is there. Bubble bath is there. It's already on the shelf, ready to go. All I have to do is when I'm ready to start working that season, the only thing I be waiting on is the tins, you know, the little small boxes that actually say whatever that season is. Just like with Mother's Day, I do the same, you know, same concept, but I will do it in Mother Day boxes. And that's how you, again, create you your core. Like, this is my core 20 ideas that I do. Not to say I maybe come across something else that I add in, but it most definitely is my core. Now, you can use your same core small to add to the back of your core large. Got it? So that way, when you're trying to create two concepts in a big basket, instead of busting your brain trying to figure out something new and different, all you do is you take this idea and put it on the back of like the mint green robe with that slippers. So on the back, it will be the slippers. I will have like the foot care product. Then on the front, it'll be the robe, the Bath and Body Works, like that. I hope that helps somebody. I hope you understand. I show you when I start on the Bath and Body Works baskets, you know, on those big baskets, I show you how I, you know, how I create the front and back of the packaging. So then that way they make sense and they just, you know, look full. And they look, you know, look full and look good. So, another video done. I will go off camera and I will finish up all the rest. I hope these next top 5 help you out. Pricing. That's the one thing we talked about that. So pricing, my coffee mugs be $14.99. The ciders be $20.99. The bubble bath be $14.99. Where my candle? The Bath and Body, well, that's the Bath and Body Works candle. What is the generic candle? Those will probably be $16.99. And the pedicure, now I will say the pedicure, because I usually get the dollar foot soap from Dollar Tree, is usually like $22.99 because it's a bigger concept, and I usually use about 4 items in that. So $22, but this one, because I don't, it's probably going to be $18.99. Yeah. So again, I hope this helps somebody. That's my pricing that I price them at. That's same pricing, move from one holiday to another. And I hope this helps somebody. If you have any comments, please ask me in the comments down below, you guys. And I thank you again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.